guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am making this dress from Malcolm and Marie. You can see the top of it probably right now. This was a movie that came out not too long ago on Netflix starring Zendaya, and when I was watching it I absolutely fell in love with the dress and figured that I wanted to make it. And this dress is also reversible, so the other side is blue, and that's because I bought the blue fabric originally for this dress, and then I bought the silver fabric for something else, but really liked the silver, and then I was like, why not just combine them both? One thing I realized when making this dress is that there aren't that many tutorials on how to make a reversible dress, so hopefully if any of y'all want to do that, hopefully this is helpful for you. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to follow me on social media, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy the video. Okay, we're gonna see how long this lasts, because Blaze is playing with the tripod. But I'm making the dress from Malcolm and Marie, the Netflix movie that Zendaya started. And when I have mixed opinions about the movie, but when I first watched it, like literally one of the first things I thought to myself was like, oh my gosh, I love that dress, I'm gonna make it. So here we are. I'm about to make the dress. So it has like a crisscross top. Oh, but also I'm sorry, I'm looking at the cat if you're wondering why I'm looking down. I'm gonna try to go the extra mile. I don't know how it's gonna work, and make the dress reversible. So we're gonna see how that goes. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I have actually, I'll just show the fabric. So originally I got this blue fabric to make with it, not the white stuff. I got this blue fabric and I really liked it, but then I also saw the silver like later, and I was gonna make something else with the silver, and then I was like, I just feel like the silver would be better, and now here I am, and I want to try to use both. So we're gonna see how that works. Okay, but for the actual pattern drafting, I'm using the same method that I used in my last video, which I will link, where I used the bed sheet on me to mark the pattern. So I'm going to first start with this side. Also, I'm wearing leggings, and I have my leggings about where I want the top part, like the skirt, to start and where I want them to be together. So I'm going to put a mark somewhere. And then also I'm going to draw up the side, because the dress kind of just stops. And then I might add extra when I actually put it on. And then it kind of like crisscrosses here, from like here to here, so from the side to the top, and then from there is when it ties into the back, and then from here I think it kind of like, one second, let me look at it real. Okay, so from here we have the side, we have the top where I want it to stop, and then it's kind of just like a triangle down. Oh, and this part is gonna go, I'm trying an arrow, because it's gonna go that way. Then we have like a triangle down to where it will stop, but it also kind of like goes back into the back. So there's a little bit of cutout. So I don't know how we can see this, so I'm going to film it and cut it out and show y'all that, and we'll go from there. Oh, also for the skirt, I'm going to use the bodice block that I made in my skirt pattern. So I will link that. I also used it in the last video. Very helpful. And I'm just gonna extend the skirt, and then the dress has a slit, so I'm gonna add the slit maybe afterwards. I don't really know how I'm gonna do that with the two-piece or reversible, so we're gonna figure it out, think about it, and we'll go from there. Okay, so for the skirt, I just took the piece that I've made before and added a little bit more to make it longer. And I might, oh wait, I thought she was gonna play with the with the paper. That's why it's crinkled and there's holes. I might add a few extra inches to the bottom to see, and I'm just gonna flip it over so I can have a full piece, and then I'm gonna cut out a front and a back for both color fabrics, and then I'm gonna cut out the top piece in both colors. That's what I mean. Okay, so I have all the pieces cut out and I have a game plan. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna sew both skirts together as if they were individual skirts. And then before I attach them to make them reversible, before I sew the top pieces together, I'm gonna make straps using both colors because the dress has straps. And then sandwich those straps inside the top pieces and then sew right sides together. So one side will be blue, one side will be silver. And then I'm not for sure if this is gonna work, but this is the thought I have right now. Taking all of that, and I'll probably leave the bottom open and flip it inside out. Taking all of that, sandwiching them between the skirts, putting them right sides together, and then sewing those together to make the whole dress reversible. Also, there's gonna be a slit in the skirt, so I'll probably, after I sew both of the skirts like individually together, cut the slit so it's the same, and probably sew those together before, so then when I flip it inside out, it'll be like together. I don't know, I keep using the word together. This is my game plan. I'm not really sure how it's gonna work, but I'm going to get ready and sew the skirts together and go from there. Okay, so I sewed both of the skirts. This one is the back of this one, and this one is the front of this one. She likes to play the fabric game. So what I'm gonna do next before I attach them together is I'm gonna do the tops, and for that I'm gonna make 2 rectangles from each fabric and sew them together to make a strap. And then I'll sew the strap in between the top pieces before I sandwich those together, which I'll sandwich those together before I attach the skirt so I can sandwich them there. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna show y'all how I'm gonna do it and take y'all along and hopefully figure it out. Okay, so for the strap, I think it actually goes like across into the other side, but I think for more security, I'm gonna have it go across and then almost like back to the same side where like that piece would be. I think, I don't know, we're just gonna do, so I'm gonna take a measurement that goes from here and I'm gonna make straps so that they can be attached to the bodice pieces. And what I'm gonna do for straps is cut, I think I might have already said this, but I'm gonna cut 2 rectangles and I'll show y'all of each color that are the length, and then sew them together and then flip right sides together and then flip them out, inside out. So yeah. Okay, so I cut the pieces, so I will sew them right sides together, so the shiny sides, metallic sides together, and I'll go all the way down, come across, and then all the way back up, and then use that opening to get it out. Okay, so I turned them inside out and now I'm gonna iron them so they're flat. I might try top stitch, I might not, I don't know yet. I don't really want the seam to show, so I will decide that in a second. Okay, so I top stitched it. So now what I'm gonna do is connect both of the fronts together so it can be reversible. This is the wrong piece, but let's pretend it's the right piece. So I'm gonna put the silver strap, silver side down, and so the blue is facing up, so when it turns inside out, then silver will be with silver, blue will be with blue, and then I'm going to put the corresponding piece on top, right sides together. This is definitely the wrong way, and then go all the way around and leave the bottom open so I can flip it inside out, and yeah. This is just them sandwiched together. You can tell that the ends are sticking out a little bit, so when I flip it inside out, it's on the outside. Definitely make sure it's on the inside when you sew because I've made that mistake before. Okay, I'm going to try my best to explain this because I think it's gonna work. So right now I have a ton of pins in this. I have both skirts right sides together. And then if you look here where there's like an excess of pins, I have the top pieces corresponding colors facing each other because when I flipped it inside out, I think it works. So what I'm gonna do is just do a straight stitch all the way around and try it on and see how things go. And then after that, if it works, I might serge the edges. I don't know yet. Also, I'm not gonna worry about the slit in it until afterwards because I don't really know how that might work. And yeah, so I will figure that out if there's gonna be one after. But yeah, now I'm gonna sew it. Okay, so I have it, it works, and I think I'll be able to do a slit, so I will show y'all how I will do that in a second. But pretty much right now I have it so the blue side is up, and then it would go on, and then I will flip it inside out so now the blue side is in, and then the silver side is out. So now what I'm gonna do, because this is a lot of material, so what I'm gonna do now is, I'm sorry, you can see my bathrobe. What I'm gonna do now is serge the seam where I connected it, just so it has more sturdiness. If you don't have a serger, I would just recommend doing a zigzag stitch, and then I will do the slit. Okay, so the straps were a little big. My ironing board is my way, and I don't think you can see. Yeah, I don't think you can see my waist. I don't know if you'll be able to see my waist. We'll figure that out. But the straps were a little big, so I cut them in half in a moment of impulse. I kind of just tied them around my neck. I have a little gappiness here. I might try to see if I can fix it. I don't know if I'll be able to. And then for the slit, one second, I have an idea. I marked a pen, so it's gonna be a really high slit because there's a high slit in the movie. I marked a pen where I want it to stop, and then I have a pin at my foot to know like how long to make it. And I think what I'm gonna do is cut a straight line there. Well, I'm gonna double check to make sure that the slit stays on the same side. And I'm gonna cut a straight line, and then I'm gonna flip it back inside out, and so it's like right sides of both together, and stitch the slit so it'll stay when you flip it right sides out. And then I think for the bottom, either just cutting them so they can be even, or hemming them together. I don't know yet, so yeah. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. This dress was very fun to make. It was a little challenging, and I'd go to bed every night thinking about how I would make sure it was reversible, but I really enjoyed it in the end. I think it's gorgeous. It could be a great prom, formal event wear dress. So yeah, I hope y'all liked it. Don't forget to follow me on my social medias, and don't forget to like and subscribe the video, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye. Thank you. Oh no, it's just for my own thing. Thank you. Thank you.